It's Friday night again. Well, Friday afternoon anyway. I got a bunch of crap I gotta do. I was sick all last week, not feeling that well. Finally snapped out of it. Got a little bit of a congestion cold or whatever happened, head cold. Felt like I had the flu the other day. I felt like I was dying. Anyway, got all my 11-in-1 cages I gotta flip today, I'm thinking. And I'd like to start flipping the rest of the cages again this week. As you guys know, I do it every week, so it's time to flip them all again. And my plan is I'm going to do some quick feedings, and after they eat, put them into a fresh, clean environment so that I don't mess the cages up with feeding after putting them in there. So anyway, I figured I'd give you guys the heads up. We also have a couple of rescues that came in this week, so I'll be looking for homes for them as well. I've got in this pretty little container right here, which is nicely set up, there is a grass snake in here. I think he's hiding right there by the light. He's up on top. Here he is. You can almost see him through the stuff there. Anyway, a baby grass snake. Nice little setup. That'll have to go too. And then some beautiful little anoles. I was never really into anoles, but a young lady actually set up a very caring little cage. And as you can see, very pretty. So I'm going to keep it just the way that it is. I panicured these guys. That's why there's no water in here yet. So they made it through their panicure. My panicure is deworming them and deparasiting them when they come in. I do that to every animal. And then basically, you can see there's a beautiful green anole sitting right there. And that's a cool picture with all my cages behind it. And then there's a long-tailed anole hiding inside the tree here. Let's see if I can get him to come out. They're all very friendly, too. The young lady was holding him. You can see him now. He's up on top there. All three of them are in this corner. See if we can scare them out. There they go. So we got a normal anole, or brown anole, and then we got a beautiful green anole that's actually brown right now, sitting there. And then we got this long-tailed anole, which is up top. Very cool. Come on, buddy. Come out a little bit further, so people can see how long that tail is. Is that crazy or what? Look how long it is. Beautiful guys. They did a really good job on them. These guys only live about 2.5 or so years, but actually I've heard some crazy stories about like 13 and 14 years, and I do believe it because one of my customers had them, and I gave them to him when I first started my business years ago. And then some lady came in while we were talking about it once, and she beat it by a year or two, and I kind of believe her. But anyway, we have another bearded dragon that came in. This guy here is a beautiful male. I think she called it Bit, was his name, B-I-T. He has a little bit of a kink tail. I panicured him too. I kept him inside this big 6-footer last night because he was tripping over mine. He had never seen any and started to really bob his tail, or his head. And he jumped out of the lady's hands. I caught him in midair as he was trying to get to a mouse, and we put a mouse in there with this one for a couple minutes, and well, he tried to more or less mount it, so I had to take the mouse out. I didn't want the mouse to get raped before he got eaten. So basically I panicured this guy too, so he's up for adoption as well. Nice size for 2 years old, she's telling me. I have a hard time believing 2 years old. I think it's really a little bit older than that, and some people sometimes lose track of time, but the lady was pretty for sure of it. And if so, no real color there. I'm going to have to guess and say it would be a German giant possibly then, because some of them do grow pretty large. So this guy here is going to be cleaned up, and I'm going to try and get him caged later into something more suitable. Just right now I'm behind, so now I've got him in this warm environment, and he's safe in there. And again, I panicured them, so I don't want him to eat or drink anything for at least a 24-hour period. All my guys seem to be out. There's Tommy chilling on top of his rock. Also, quick update on the other snake. I hope I have enough room here on Facebook to do this. Bo is still doing very well. I'm about to put a water dish in his thing too today. So hopefully he does a little better for me.